Okay, Ji. We are going to study a topic today. The name of that topic is relationship between the mission statement, aims, objectives of a business. Before we go into the details of this topic, we need to understand that what is the aim, what is the mission statement, and the objectives we have already talked about in a lesson. Today we'll link these things actually. There is a hierarchy of objective. There is a pyramid that we make about the objective that starts with the aim. On the basis of aim, we develop a statement that is called mission statement. On the basis of mission statement, we make business objectives. On the basis of business objectives, we make divisional objectives. On the basis of that, we make departmental objectives. And on the basis of departmental objectives, we end up with the individual objectives. So this is the hierarchy of objectives. Now, what are the different levels in that hierarchy and what are different terms we'll talk about. First of all, what is a business aim? Business aim is the long-term objective you may call it long-term one objective that business hopes to achieve in future. On the basis of that, business makes the mission statements. What are the mission statements? A statement that is brief, short, but it shows the core aims of the business is called mission statement. A brief, short statement that shows the core objectives of business. We may also call it, if the objectives of business are described in the statement form, this is called mission statement. Mission statements are phrased in such a way that they help to motivate the stakeholders that are attached with the business. They also stimulate the interest of the external groups of the business towards the business. We may also call it that the mission statement shows the core reason because of which business exists. Shows the core reason because of which business exists. So this is the basic definition of mission statement. Before we proceed, I want to share some mission statements with you. Those mission statements are, for example, mission statement of Microsoft. The mission statement of Microsoft says to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Now, if you look at this statement, you will come to know that this shows some kind of social behavior of the organization.
to empower every person on the planet to achieve more. This is not something related to software making, or apparently this is not, but this is something related to empowerment of the people. If we talk about the mission statement of Google, this is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Again, this statement shows that Google is want to do something socially positive and responsible toward the society. Google is actually organizing the world's information to help the people. It does not say that Google is earning a lots of profit and becoming one of the most developed organizations around the globe. So this is the status of the mission statement. You can search some mission statements at your own. You can search mission statement of Huawei, Samsung. You can search mission statement of Apple, and you can identify that how mission statements are developed and what is the core purpose of the mission statement. The next thing that we are going to talk about is the aims of the mission statement. Aims of mission statement. Firstly, it gives the central purpose of the business in the statement form. So any person that does not belong directly to the business, even he reads the mission statement of the business, he becomes aware of the central purpose of the business. So it gives the central purpose of the business in a statement form. It gives the central purpose of business. Then it works to motivate the employees, because if they read such mission statement that are such positive about the organization and people, they realize that they are working in a great organization and they feel motivated. Mission statement also stimulates the interest of external parties that I discussed earlier. Stimulation of the interest of external parties. External parties. Mission statement also becomes the context of the corporate culture. Businesses develop their cultures on the basis of mission statements. Mission statements also provide guiding principle to the business activity. Guiding principles to the business activity. Business plans their activities according to the mission statements. So these are few reasons, aims of the mission statement. Moving forward, how mission statement is communicated with the stakeholder. How mission statement is communicated to the different stakeholders. We can publish the mission statement in the company's accounts. I mean, the statement of the financial position, statement of the income statement, and all that. We make those statement and publish it. We can publish the mission statement there. Can be published in financial statements. It can be published in all the communication with these shareholders. Like we are writing letters to them, we are issuing reports to them. It can be published in communication with the shareholders. We can do this too. Moving forward, it can be published in business plans. Plans are the written documents, we know that already. It can be published there, so everybody can read that. Mission statements can also be published on companies' websites, social media pages. Can be used in advertisement materials. And there are a number of other ways too. For example, you can display at the company's reception. You can display during the meetings of the company so that people can read that during the meetings and all. So there are multiple ways through which the mission statement can be communicated to the different stakeholders. Now, what are the advantages of making the mission statement? Advantages of making mission statement. First of all, it gives the advantages are somehow or the other related to the aims that we have already studied. It provides the direction. It provides the direction. It helps to resolve the conflicts. I told you that it works as the guiding principle. So if there is a conflict between the different stakeholders or shareholders or the directors or any other managers, for example, the mission statement can be used to resolve that conflict, that this is the idea on which the business is working. So it can be easily resolved, any conflict. It also acts as the communication tools. Helps in the making of decision-making process and all that. When we have the advantages of the mission statement, we have the limitations of the mission statement too. We'll talk about the limitations now. From MS, I mean mission statement. We say that mission statement is written in very general and vague way. Sometimes it does not describe anything clear. If you just remember the mission statements that I have talked about, the mission statement of Google and Microsoft, so you will realize that are very general, and it will have a little impact on the reader. Reader might not be able to extract anything out of that. Sometimes they are long and aspirational. Even then, reader might not get anything out of that. People feel that they are public relationship exercise. People are very clever, and they actually know what's happening with them. Public relationship exercise, and they might not believe that. And mission statements are good if the managers support them, the directors, the senior managers who are working on the operations of the company. If managers support them, then mission statements are effective. They can be used. They are purpose. They have purpose. Then, if managers does not support them, you write anything in the mission statement, it does not have any operational value then. So these are the things that are related with the mission statement. Okay, related to that, we are going to do another discussion that is about the objectives, strategies, and tactics. We have earlier talked about that objectives are the long-term goals that the business want to achieve, and they should be always smart. Now, if the objectives are made, the objectives are trying to be achieved in the long term, the policy we make to achieve those objectives is called strategy. The policy made to achieve long-term goals. And what are the tactics? Tactics are the short-term actions. They are part of overall strategy, but they are the short-term actions. To achieve overall strategy. So this is a little discussion about the mission statement, objectives, strategies, and tactics.